¿Qué pedo, primos? Como siempre les he dicho, the most racist people in this world are the ones that hide under the umbrella of progress, diversity, and inclusion. But all the diversity they show is just a bunch of freaking stereotypes. And then they come out and have those huevotes to complain about review bombing by the angry, nerd, and racist community. Calling people out and calling them racist when your freaking show, Director X, is just a bunch of stereotypes, and we're gonna talk about it today. But before we get into that, buenos días, primo. Buenos días a los 8,375 primos. And the 63.3% that are not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Orale, hit that subscribe button with a machete. You have to. Because we Mexicans, we don't have manos. We have machetes. Orale. No, but Jesus. Getting back into topic. And remember that you don't have to be watching the entire time. You can be just listening while you do other stuff you have to do during the day. So, go at it. Órale. Proyecto Director Professor X announced his show 9 months ago, and let's just say that there was some backlash, obviously because it was repurposed garbage. So ironically that is almost like those memes that you see in Twitter about the Netflix adaptations, Netflix adaptations about that. Netflix adaptations about Nelson Mandela with Ryan Gosling as the main freaking character. That's Nelson Mandela. That is one of the funniest. I love this sort of memes, but they are memes. They are not real life. But you came out with a meme, a real life meme, literally, a show that is literally a freaking life meme of the Netflix adaptation. But it's obviously way less, with way less budget than a Netflix adaptation, and way worse than a Netflix adaptation. No, not because it has less budget, because it's legitimately worse than. It's one of the worst things that I've seen in my entire freaking life, and I legitimately think that I lost some brain cells during this entire operation of watching this show. It was fun though, because it is ironically one of the funniest comedies of the year. So this show that is 1.0% in IMDb just came out 3 weeks ago, and when it came out, this guy was complaining about review bombing because of the angry nerd and racist community.
Well, being that Robyn is actually a black woman this time, the angry nerd community is very upset, right? And these people tell you they're not racist. This dude here put a black wizard with fried chicken and a gold necklace. Watch this.
Oh, there's Meatball. There's Meatball, the streamer that got arrested because of looting. You think it's a game, but really it's not. Show it for us to come in hot. Obviously, complaining about racism because the character is a black woman, and they don't like that their favorite character got turned into a black woman. And first of all, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that fact. But how fucking dare you calling out people and telling them that they are racist when all you put in your freaking show is just a bunch of freaking racist stereotypes? No, literally. Like, and we're gonna go on a freaking list of the stereotypes that are here, that if someone that was white was doing this show, he will get canceled right away, and he will get called out by being a freaking racist. And the problem is that because of this guy's skin's color, he thinks that he's allowed to say or do these kind of things. But let's just remember that this guy is not African American, he's not African Canadian, he's Trinitarian, from Trinidad y Tobago, and he's Swiss. I think his father is Swiss, I don't know, something like that. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about your origin. I don't give a damn about the origin of country or origin. But if you're gonna do such a racist depiction of your nationality, at least you have to be from the place like myself. That's the entire purpose of why I do what I do. So the first stereotype I seen in the show, and is like the general idea, the general feeling of the show, is Robyn Hood is now black. And she steals from people. Dude, come on, man. And Neurotic made a perfect edit of the main song that I'm not going to put you through. I'm not going to show any of the footage. I'm not going to risk any copyright claim from this mother lover. Because you bet that this crybaby is going to try to, strike everyone that is trying to put criticism about him online. So the guy that is calling everybody racist, put a black woman as the main character, and he's a person that steals from people. And he's not a good person. The main characters are Robyn Hood and the Hood. Her name is not Robyn Hood, it's Robyn. And the Hood is like this group of friends that she has. They are all just freaking bunch of walking stereotypes. No, I'm not sure about that, to be honest. They haven't even cared to develop them. They haven't even cared to development. They don't matter. They just black people. They just people of color. They just throw some people of color in your group, and they call them the Hood. The Hood. Okay. So the Hood steals. The Hood robs. You know how fucked up it sounds when I say it? Like, the Hood robs. But that's literally what they do. That's literally what the Hood does in the show. The musical group is apparently a musical group. They're all rappers. Are rappers, by the way. Obviously, because they are people of color, they are rappers. They couldn't be, I don't know, country singers. They couldn't be music. They couldn't be. No. They couldn't be professional classical music. No, they couldn't be professional classical musicians. No, they couldn't play the cello. No, that's for white people. No, the blacks are going to play the synthesizer and rap. They're gonna play the shitty samples that they have. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why you have to put that stereotype as well. Like, and it gets me angry because I have one of my best friends ever is a cellist, and he's a black man. He's literally an African. He's literally a person that is descendant from Africans that came to America, which is the definition of what should be the definition of an African American, right? So he is literally a descendant from them, and he plays the cello in a beautiful way. So that's why I say, why can't these people just be other kind of musician that is not hip hop or rap? But that's what you have in your mind. That's what has infected your mind with the stereotypes and the things that the woke mind virus has led you to believe. That you cannot go outside of your culture. That you cannot go outside of what your race dictaminates. No. If you're Mexican, you must like this, and you must tacos y tequila, la guitarra, no tequila. And if you're black, apparently you have to rap and N-word this, N-word that, and things like that. It's not like that, but okay, going further with the stereotypes of black people in this show, which are so disgusting. They are BLM protesters as well. Or at least, the comparison of the show, what BLM is, apparently They have this protest, this peaceful protest, which is breaking and entering. I mean, which is basically this peaceful protest, which is just trespassing, and the police show up, and oh my god. Okay, so there are protesters as well. They're, no, they're not only do they steal, but they're protesters and they are promiscuous. Because for some reason the mom is proud that her daughter is a whore that has to refill her condom drawer, her condom cookie jar, like this Sparrow and Hills versus Babies has been calling them. If you haven't seen the reviews, check it out. Those check Hypnotic's review is so good. Hypnotics has been checking this entire situation. Check out Hypnotic channels down in the description. So that's another stereotype, the mom is just start freaking twerking in the middle of the kitchen in one scene for some reason. Not twerking, but he's like, oh, move. She's like, move your caderas, mija. And he's like, come on. It's so weird, it's so out of place. Like, you're having breakfast. Whatever. And then the mom says this, that the father is a bum. They say that the father is a bum that abandoned her. He's a couch rider or something like that. They call him Dick Rider. No, no, Dick Rider. But apparently, yeah, the father is a bum and is a fatherless home, because that is not another stereotype for black people. Man, it would make more sense. And you will say, okay, this is a story of a real person that suffered to this and became a hero for their community. Or this is the story of my own story. My own story of a struggle. Yeah, my father was a deadbeat. He left my mom. Whatever, It happens, It's a reason why it's a stereotype. But why portray it out of nowhere? You don't have a motivation to portray them like that. You don't have any motivation, any reasoning, any background to portray the people in this show, the people of color in this show, like freaking robbers, like muggers, stealers, the people that sell parts of cars that they steal, like fatherless homes that come from fatherless homes that are violent protesters and promiscuous, and they dance out of nowhere like soul or funk or something. I don't know what they were dancing. I'm not gonna risk the copyright claim. But yeah, it just gets me so freaking angry, man. And that's not my culture. I just say this because it just gets me angry that this guy is calling out people for being racist. That's what gets me angry. You can go ahead and do whatever stereotypes you want. I don't give a fuck. It's your life. But I gets me angry is that you come out and complain about people calling you out and reviewing your show, legitimately giving you criticism, and you saying that it's reviewable by racist people. And that's what gets me angry. That's why you call you out in your racism as well. Okay, the Latinos in the show. The Latinos in the show, there's only two Latinos in the show that have been portrayed so far, at least. Episode 3, the main villain of the show is one guy that is so freaking bad. He's Latino. Ambiguously Latino, because you cannot see if he's Cubano or Puerto Ricense or like, I don't know where he is, but he says the word pendejo a lot and cabrón and things like that. Pendejo is a word from Mexico. Do you know that, right? It's a word, it's a nationalism from Mexico. I don't know if this guy was Mexican, but he doesn't look Mexican, he doesn't act Mexican, he doesn't speak Mexican. So you probably just say, oh yeah, all Latinos are in the bunch. You probably say someone say something in Spanish like pendejo, and oh, that's a funny word, I'm going to put in this, even though it doesn't make sense ethnically. But who cares? Our ethnicities are the same for you, apparently. But yeah, like I said, and again, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy on this guy. I don't give a fuck. Make your stereotypes, make blackface if you want. I don't give a damn. It's your life. So this guy is, a big time pimp, big time bad guy. He's literally so freaking bad the entire show by no reason. He points a gun on people unprovokedly, unprovoked, and he suddenly pulls a knife on people, on the neck, like, I'm gonna cut you, bitch. And he's like, why are you doing this? What is your motivation? They don't show us a motivation. Other characters are broken, like Hills versus Babyface says. But especially the racially insensitive characters are the most broken, and I will get more into detail when we talk about the white people in the show. So, the other stereotype of the Latina is the Latina girl that is right next to him, which is his partner. Apparently, they are in dating, but it's clear that he's the pimp of the situation, I don't know if you know this professor, director, Senior X, but something that is a problem, there is a real issue with Latinas, specifically hot Latinas that come from places like the Caribbean or South America. They will come to the United States and sometimes they will go into, a bad road, or they will have a economic necessity, and they will have to go into prostitution. They will have to go into these websites. They will, announce their services, whatever. And they will sometimes have pimps that are Latino as well, and that they will threaten them. They will threaten them to kill them. They will basically own them in some modern type of slavery nowadays, because it's also one of the consequences of human trafiquito and cecito trafiquito. Again, I cannot say the words. I have to add an ito at the end of the words, because if not, YouTube goes crazy. Los patrones de la YouTube, they go crazy on me, and they don't benefit my channel. But yeah. So let's just say they go through a hard time and they have to go to prostitution, and it's a real issue. And a lot of Latinos, I've heard a lot of stories, sad, horrific stories of people that gone through that and have been abused and have been, having abusito, and having rapito, and even worse. And they lose their life because they are trying to pursue the American dream, and they had to do what they had to do, and it's a crime and it's not justifiable. But still, I understand when they try to feed their families, they try to feed their kids, they try to send money back home, they will recur to those things. And that's the issue when you put a Latina like that, showing her teeth, all acting like like a prostitute. What do you want me to do? Everyone that has been reviewing this show have been thinking that she is a prosti. So don't call me, like, what do you want me to tell you, man? Why do you put her like that? Why do you put the stereotype of the hot Latina, the hot crazy Latina? Why, man? Just put a regular woman, or put a regular person, or anything. Put a regular guy that is, I don't know, rolling him joints or something. I don't know, man. Put something else. Why do you have to be so nasty? That's it. And then go out and complain about racism infecting your show. But moving on. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is the white people in the show. The white people in the show is the most broken, and the most broken characters in the entire show. And first of all, let's talk about the police for a minute, because the police is a little bit racially diversified, because they say, oh yeah, no, every race that is not black, they are killing blacks. Like, they put an Arab. They put an Arab person, shoot a black woman through the spine, but we will get to that. Okay, the police is literally the villain of this entire show. The police and landlords. Landlords are the villain. Okay, let's talk about black stereotypes. Okay, if you put the landlords as the villains of the show, what do you like? Man, landlord. A landlord is the fucking main villain of this show. Obviously, a white landlord that looks like the millionaire Cranston. I don't know what was his name, Michael Cranston. I don't even know. But the billionaire that looks like this main villain in this show, who is a landlord. Go fuck yourself, Dr. X. Literally, Professor Senior X. a landlord is the villain of a fatherless home. Oh my god. Black people that still whatever. And the police, the depiction of the police is one of the dumbest. You know, I'm look, I'm not that big in police. If you don't know anything about Mexico, well, police here is not that good. It's literally not that good, man. Literally. Okay? Let's just put it like that. I'm not going to go into detail because I can literally get it. Okay? Let's just leave it like that. That's why I appreciate police from other countries that are way, 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 way better than police in my country. Like, for Christ's sake, Professor X, Dr. X, Director X, are you complaining about police in Canada? Are you fucking my cock? No, like, I'm gonna really get fucking angry with you right now. Okay, are you really complaining about police in your perfect, beautiful land of peace? When here police, that you can never, like in Mexico, you can never call the police, literally. You can never call the police because you don't know who are they working for. And you live in your freaking privileged land complaining about police, portraying them as something that they are not. They are not racist people. They are not trigger easy racist people at all. Maybe some are. Maybe a small 1% of them are. But not the vast majority of them. The vast majority of them just trying to protect your sorry ass. And I hope that life doesn't show you to respect police officers. Okay? So, Jesus Christ. I'm so fucking angry. I'm so freaking angry about that. But yeah. So yeah, he's criticizing police officers. Yeah. So the police is so bad. They are so evil. You know, they literally say like, we can do what we want with you. We're gonna beat you up. They go to a peaceful protest, and the mom like is a leader of this peaceful protest, this BLM style peaceful protest, and it's like a police officer who is clearly Arabic shoots the mom. No one has a gun here. No one is doing a riot. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a peaceful protest. They just want the landlord to give them better rent. Something like that, I guess. Something stereotypical like that. And they shoot the mom in the stomach. The bullet grasps the spine and she gets paralyzed for life. In the first episode. Literally, you cannot see how backwards, how stereotypical, and how brain rotted are you, man. Literally, I cannot say anything more. Literally, the police, however the police done something to you like that? Did they shoot your mom in the spine for trying to peacefully protest? What are you talking about, man? Probably most of the police officers that you met in your life, they were nice to you. Some even asked you for an autograph. God forbid. Man, like, and you probably rely on your security. You probably live in your house and rely on the possibility to call 911 whenever you need help or whatever backwards number you have to call in Canada. And you dare to portray police officers in that disgusting manner. Oh man, like, oh whatever. The police are all bad. The main police villain is a white red-headed woman because they hate red-headed people for some reason. Woke people hate redheads for some reason. They always want to race swap them, erase them from existence, or portray them as bad, negative people. And she's just so evil that it doesn't make any sense. Why are you after this family? Why are you after this family that have done nothing to you but just peaceful protest? And the answer is she is white. She is a police officer and she's white. That's it. That's her entire motivation. That's the entire motivation of the landlord being evil, ordering to murder you, to shoot you in your spine, and leave you paralyzed for life. No, it's just because he's a white, evil landlord. And that's it. That's the entire characteristics of the characters of the show. Literally just race. They are black, so they rob. They are black, so they steal. They are protesters. They are from fatherless homes. They have deadbeat dads. They get shot by the police. That's all it is in the show. The Latinos are gangsters. The Latinas are prostitutes that show off their bodies, that have big titties. And that's the entire show, brother. That's the entire show. If you want me to review the show, please let me know in the comments. Because trust me, it's such a shit show that is hilarious. 1.0% in IMDb. I didn't even know that was mathematically correct or mathematically possible, to make, because for that, forget an A, forget a perfect 10. In order for you to get a perfect 10, you have to get a perfect score, or a 999.9999, or a 9.99, or a 99.999999999% score that is like so close to 100 that mathematically the algorithm says, okay, just give it 100. So this is the same thing that happened with the 1.0. So it had to be so it has to be so many 1 stars. So many 1 stars. It was 99.99999%. So 1 stars that the algorithm just say we cannot keep saying that is 1.1. It is more like 1.0000001. So it's 1.0. And that's why it's the lowest rated show in history of IMDb. Is worse than Belma. Way worse. Like, oh my god, Belma looks professional. Belma is so professional compared to this show. But let me know if you want me to review it in the comments down below. Let me know as well if you enjoyed the video. And hasta la próxima, primos. Bye.